Hello, my gamer family. Anyways, we're still here. You may be like, why are we still here? And what's that green dot? Well, that little dot thingy, that just means the Byleth has a support and they can like auto trigger it by going there. If I go to the supports, you're gonna see thanks Abyss. The only ones I haven't unlocked are ones I can't yet. Like I can't get the second A support with Linhardt and Edelgard yet. So those are the supports we're going to prioritize this video. Are support conversations where there's actually another one I still have to unlock. Anyways, this is something I wanted to show you. I mentioned it briefly. So like, for instance, the Lords have an other hairstyle. I meant to show it earlier. You also could change the attire. It doesn't change portraits. And they have like younger and older, because of hair. Like, it doesn't, and like you can even change it so that like they use a monastery type. This doesn't work for everything, like mounted units, so that doesn't work. Petra is not a mounted unit, so I think she's a good example. So like you could have her just use her academy outfit. Now this wouldn't change her portrait. It'll still show time skip portrait. But in battle, like, instead of showing that outfit, we could have it do that outfit, for instance. And that's just how all that works. Anyways, I do not have the requested resources. Hubert wanted some fish. I don't have fish because I don't like fishing in this game. So, yeah. Yeah, I didn't do any of the activities. I just didn't care. No. It is not a good time, Hubert. It'll be a good time when I tell you it is. Bingo brain. I don't care, Yuritsa. I don't. Go stuff a sock. All the items should be fine. Yuritsa has a personal class. What are his items, though? So he's a sword? Lance. Cav. Interesting. And he has magic. Okay. That's interesting. Why did I give him so many? Let's have him deal with that, actually. I do have another steel shield. And just so you get more things, I'll have him skip the healing items. Prevent counterattacks? Maybe. I think I want Crested Blathed. Or I want it to be the conserve weapon. Yeah, I'll just do that one. Prevent counterattacks. I think it'll be nice on him. Anyways, let's go take the Great Bridge of Murden. Cool.
The newly crowned king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, Dimitri, has declared fealty to the Church of Seros and is raising an army in preparation for all-out war with the Empire. As leader of the Alliance, Claude maintains a facade of neutrality amidst infighting between those who support and those who oppose the Empire. Meanwhile, the Black Eagle Strike Force plans to capture Alliance territory before Edelgard takes the war to the Kingdom and the Church of Seros. With sights set on capturing Deirdre at the center of House Regan's territory, she leads a march across the Great Bridge of Murden to establish a bridgehead.
Thank you. about to commence our attack on the Great Bridge of Myrden. But first, allow me a moment of your time. It is something that I can only ask of you. Listen well. It concerns Lady Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire, Lord Arundel. Although he is currently cooperating with Her Majesty, he maintains his own sizable military troops. It seems to me that his plans differ from our own. I assume you recall a certain group's scheming from 5 years ago? Solon and Kranya. They both served Lord Arundel. Professor, I understand how you must be feeling, considering what they did to your father. I know it must be foul to even consider cooperating with their kind. However, their power is essential for us at present. Edelgard also strongly opposed the idea.
You're actually being
Our
empathetic.
enemy is the Church of Seros itself. It cannot be toppled with the Empire's might alone. Those working under Lord Arundel are extremely hostile toward the Church. And the enemy of our enemy is... well, I think you sufficiently understand by now. Until all of Fodlan is united, it is a necessary evil. As for how we deal with him afterward, time will tell. Regardless, Her Majesty and I wish to join our power with yours. You should know that in her heart, Her Majesty regards that group as enemies of herself and her family. They used her father, the former emperor, as a puppet, and murdered her siblings with their vile experimentation. I believe Her Majesty may have told you some of this herself. That is why this was a very painful decision for her to make. I will do all I can to ensure her suffering is not in vain. And I hope I can count on you to do the same. As for all I have told you, please keep it in mind as we march forward. More importantly, I implore you to fight as best you can for Edelgard. From the bottom of my heart, I beg this of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Epic gamer.
Thank you.
Gamer of the epic variety. Okay, loading screen, please end. Anyways, I've been starting to replay Three Hopes YouTube. I'm only at like chapter 7, Scarlet Blaze. So I probably won't talk about it much, if at all, this video, but expect that in the future. There we go. What the hell? Why is our inventory empty? Oh. I'm a bingus. I know why her inventory is empty. It's because I traded everything out of it so I could give her, literally, drench her in stat boosters. We've seen a Great Bridge of Myrden before, so I'm not going to shy away from the Viscum. My rule, I don't know if I said it on camera, but the rule of thumb that I'm going to be using is... Sorry, I was just having a stroke. I was wondering why there was blue lions there. I was just having a stroke. I was like, was I over-saving on an old file? No, I'm not. I don't remember if I saved now. My rule of thumb is going to be, if it's a map we've actually played before, we are not going to take it seriously. So even though we're starting in a different position and it's slightly different, we've still seen the Great Bridge of Myrden, so I'm not taking it seriously. That means the final 2 maps of Crimson Flower I'm going to try on. The final 2 maps of Verdant Wind I'm going to try on. And just the singular final map of Silver Snow I'm going to try on. Yeah, that's a really low number. That's how many reused maps there are in this game.
We'll be capturing the Great Bridge of Myrden, a key strategic location of the Leicester Alliance. Claude will surely be sending reinforcements, so we must prevail before they arrive.
Our opponent is Judith, the so-called hero of Daphnel. We can handle her, so long as we don't get careless.
The boy said to run if I was in danger, but I could never do that. I'll hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Can I, like, turn one kill her?
For the Empire.
One? Short.
Sunshine.
No, not Rally. Gambit. It's been, like, a week since I've played this game, YouTube. I forgot how to play Fire Emblem. Hashtag forgot how to Fire Emblem. You didn't hit everyone. That puts you in danger, you bing bong dingo.
I'll cut a bloody path.
I'll cut a dry path because I don't want
Sure, I'll be right back. My Wi-Fi is
What's
like
my strategy?
super spotty right now.
Oh, heck yeah, 11 sword action. Let's 11 some swords. I don't feel like this is all of our units, so where are the rest? Why?
Will prevail.
Understood.
I just don't... Why?
Ready for anything.
There's no point in starting
More
units up
fighting.
there. And how did they get up there? Like, how did they get here? I don't. I can't. I just cannot fathom sometimes.
You're better than I thought.
I do this for all of us.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get massacred this enemy phase, gonna be completely honest, YouTube.
I'll cut through.
Because I have just enough units just exposed out here. So I think I'm gonna get literally slaughtered.
Was there...
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. Okay.
Will be captured.
Hate archers in this game. They can go die.
For the Empire.
And see, I even got one died.
Bernadetta's an archer.
I don't remember
More fighting.
asking you.
Understood.
Actually, Seth, I don't think I remember asking. Oh, darn it, he doesn't have a gambit. Battalion. Thing, whatever the hell. He doesn't have sex. And before you think that was sus, remember, they're all adults now. Plus, Yuritsa's like
Ready for
30 anyway. Actually, he's the younger brother. He's younger than Yuritsa.
Sunshine. No time for accolades. I do this for all of us.
I'm awake.
What's my strategy?
Oh, sweet. You actually can do damage. That's... Hog.
I'll use...
I'll cut a bloody path. I'll cut through.
Alright, how many people can actually hit Bernie? Technically, only one would be able to hit Bernie, because the other will block. Nice, that's exactly what I wanted. Because that guy's, yep, that guy's not gonna be able to attack Bernie now.
We've got this.
Just like that.
Now I can just chuck Edelgard in as long as I kill that archer. There's a lot of archers. It doesn't matter. It's Edelgard. She's fine. Oh crap! Ignatz is here. He's also an archer. Yet another archer. Cool. I love archers so much. They all deserve to die. All of them. Yes. Except Bernadetta. Bernadetta's alright. I like Bernadetta enough. Anyways, I think that was a great time to talk about Cyril, because all of a sudden Twitter decided that it wants to think Cyril's like one of the greatest Fire Emblem characters ever. That's hyperbole. But they're very much anti-Cyril. So I'm going to go over why I don't like him. And the simple explanation is, he left an extremely awful bad first impression. Just like Catherine. Actually, exact same as Catherine. As really, most of the things I saw Cyril say in my first ever playthrough of Three Houses, Rhea this, Rhea that, Rhea this, Rhea... And that just pissed me off. I hate Catherine, too, by the way, YouTube. I also despise her. Yeah. That's why I hate him. Bernie also left an awful first impression, but she was shoved down my throat, through, like... 3 hopes, so I was like forced to like her, and like get forced to be like an introduction of Bernadetta onto me in 3 hopes. So I was like forced to actually like her, and I started liking her. It's just I don't want to actually spend effort and time to want to possibly like Cyril.
Judith, I'm so glad you're safe.
So
Claude sent me
is House Gloucester just not going to do anything? Maybe that's how we got to the monastery.
Because you're from the smallest noble
Through House
house in all the
Gloucester, maybe they
Alliance,
are
whiner.
nice and on our side.
Enemy reinforcements. We didn't finish in time. Don't let them secure the ballista.
Wait, so do I need to... I just need to kill Judith. Easy fix, easy fix. Have her back up and then have Dorothea. Because I only need to hit 1 more time, and it's over a 50% chance, so there's a good chance of victory. Yeah, exactly.
It looks like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
That's it. Boom shakalaka, up in these taka.
Judith, no!
Oh yeah.
Alliance soldiers, Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile. If you surrender, your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Oh yeah, that was super Pogaroni. Pogalicious! Pogalicious. It is just crazy to think about how early... This is episode 40.
You have all fought well.
And this episode's
With
not
this
going to air to
victory,
like
we now have a foothold in the Alliance.
March?
The
it's
Imperial
August
Army
for
will
us,
cross
like-
the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt.
Yeah, this is why I don't like Crimson Flower, because that's exactly it. Like,
What a magnificent
too
move.
much
I'm
kissing the
happy to
player's
have the Professor
ass.
back just like old times, but I don't think I'll ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives. When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years, but now I am again witnessing the Professor's power. I hate fighting, but with the Professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible? Oh, but everyone is working so hard. Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long one.
Woo! About 21 minutes YouTube and we've already completed a map.
Part 2. Crimson Flower.
The sad thing is I'm about to go off camera
The
to
master tactician.
go off camera, and that's not Pog.
Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Murden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of
Woot
operations.
woot. Wait, is that chapter 14? I thought that was chapter 15. I thought we went back. I thought we did the Defend the Monastery as chapter 14, like in every other route. Is it really not chapter 14 in this route? Thank God. I don't want to do that today. I flippin' hate that map. Yeah, chapter 15 is Garrick Mach. Thank goodness. I despise the defending Garrick Mach map in part 2 of this game. I hate it. It's probably my least favorite part 2 map in literally every single route. It's
Professor,
so annoying.
what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he
In 3 houses or 3 hopes. Because he's not a schemer in 3 houses. He's a jokester. I actually think he's actually has half a brain. He's as schemer as a Fire Emblem character can actually get with how Fire Emblem characters are written in 3 hopes.
That much is obvious. He acts like a fool, but still manages to make the impossible happen. That's as true now as ever. He's managed to protect the Leicester Alliance with his cunning alone.
Oh. I was wondering. I thought it was a loading screen.
Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation in which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle, but I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the aquatic capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Murden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre. Confidence is one thing, Professor, but see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
Okay. A family of epic gamers. We gotta put the family in gamer family, huh? Oh, really? Those aren't gonna go away? That's gonna make getting them around the monastery so much harder than it needs to be. There's probably nothing worth caring about, so I'm gonna cut. If there's a quest that's actually worth time and effort, I'll tell you. Yeah. Okay, gamer family. It looks like there's story stuff, which is why I exited out of the game.
It's almost time to depart. Are you ready?
Leave it to Actually, don't leave it to me.
Answer.
Leave it to you.
Whatever happens,
You'll do the best. Because
You're
you're a Chad. Fun fact, Edelgard has the best growth rates in this game. As the least of the lords. And the reason for that is because her route's the shortest, which means she's going to get less level ups. I think just in general the Black Eagles have the best growth rates, but that's because they have the shortest route. The two shortest routes are actually both Black Eagle routes. I don't know about the rest of the house, but at least I know Edelgard and Hubert have really good growth rates because, again, these maps scale a lot faster. The recommended level is already 29, which I think is higher than Chapter 14 was in Blue Lions. I'll have to check, actually. I'm really curious. But I'm pretty sure they scale a lot faster because I'm pretty sure they get to around the same place. So, yeah. Everyone's level 30, by the way, so we're going to do some promoting.
It's the relic of House Regan. That bow once belonged to one of the 10 elites. Professor, do you know the true story behind the legend? The relics were created by the hands of mankind. Saros collected them after killing the 10 elites. Saros manipulated the people of the world and defeated the all-powerful King Nemesis. The Church maintains the false history that he was corrupted and turned evil. However, it was little more than a simple dispute. Should
That's
the
actually
one
not
leading
true.
The people of the world be someone with humanity, or a creature that can merely masquerade as a human at will?
That is actually incorrect information, though. Edelgard is wrong. Nemesis killed all the dragons. And the relics were made from the bones of the dragons. So that's actually just a lie. That's why Saros killed Nemesis. Because he killed all the dragons, all of her people. Well, not all of them, but the good majority of the dragons were killed by Nemesis. That's what the Red Canyon was. The death of the dragons, including Sothis. The most powerful, the divine dragon of Fodlan. And the 10 elites were Nemesis' most loyal, which are given the bloods of the slain dragons and the weapons, with the crest stones being made from the hearts of the dragons, and the weapons being made from the bones. I know some Fodlan lore, YouTube. See?
In the end, Saros was victorious. The Immaculate One and her family then took control of Fodlan. I know this because that knowledge is passed down from emperor to emperor. And that is because the first emperor is the human who cooperated with Saros.
Now, that part is correct. Saros does kind of control humanity. But the war had a lot more detail than that. It wasn't just a simple dispute. Nemesis was evil, and to my knowledge, he was actually manipulated into doing all that by the Agarthans. Again, why the Agarthans suck, story-wise.
Perhaps it's fate that you can wield the sword of the Creator. Just like Nemesis, the king.
But there is a little bit more to it than that. Rhea does kind of control humanity, though, and has kind of been guiding it and manipulating it. That is true. But again, Nemesis wasn't this hero that Edelgard kind of tried to paint him as. No, he was actually not good. So.
It seems they've set out from Garreg Mach. And that's sooner than expected. Losing the Great Bridge of Murden was a serious blow. So is the fact that Teach is still alive. On top of all that, Judith. I told her to run if things look grim. Damn it. So many people will die, and by my call.
And what of it? Would you rather turn tail and run back home?
Nadir, you're really getting on my nerves. Do you have any idea how much of the Alliance adores me and believes in me?
Well, I suppose it's quite a lot. Does that mean that...
Yes, the plan is a go. I'm counting on you, Nadir. We'll make a good show taking down those who would assault Deirdre.
People say our kind may not always win, but we never lose. Let's teach them the real meaning of those words.
Now then, let's see what you're made of, Teach.
So I was thinking when all the paralogs were available. We're going to be doing them as the next videos, YouTube. The next 2 videos are going to be the paralogs. Yeah, because they're all available starting from Chapter 15. I actually just checked the Ferdinand Lysithea one is actually not doable, because I was like, wait a second, maybe I do want to do it now? No, it literally is not an option. It is not an option. Oh, I can buy 5? Must be limited by professor level. That's why I could only get 3. Because I wasn't A+ yet. I don't know what the hell happened. I guess I gave her an exclusive battalion when she became whatchamacallit, when she became a flying unit. I mean, when she got promoted in the sequel. In the sequel.
So apparently Lycia was a real place.
A bunch of Fire Emblem locations are actually named after real place. There's a ton in the continent of Yggdrasil, which is Fire Emblem 4. There is a crap ton of places that share names with real locations, including Thracia, which is a big one because that is actually also the name of a Fire Emblem game, Thracia 776. Thracia is a real region by Turkey. A bunch of the places in the peninsula of Thracia are also named after real cities, like Munster, Ulster. Those are real Irish locations. It's not rare for Fire Emblem to borrow names from real places.
Challenge.
Yeah. I'm prioritizing people that are going to promote into mounts. Those are the people I'm prioritizing promoting. Only 68% chance, which means it's save scumming time, YouTube. Felix is going to be the roughest one, I think. So I'll ignore Ferdinand for now because he has a mount, so he's not gaining mounted movement. Cool. We got Hubert.
I've passed, have I?
Oh, look at that horse. It's so cool looking. Linhart, you're promoting into a mounted unit from foot. You should have 100%. No, you don't. Okay, of course it's riding, too. Chances are he's not going to be able to use warp 2 times, if at all, though, when I promote him. So I actually don't know if I'm going to keep him promoted. Yeah, okay.
Looks as if I...
Maple, what are you doing? Maple the golden retriever puppy is in a corner. Maple the golden retriever puppy is cute. A little stupid, but cute. Are you cute, Maple, the golden retriever puppy? By the time this video's airing, you're still technically a puppy, but you're an older puppy. Okay, so he didn't pass. Bernie! I believe you have a low one as well, huh? 88! Yeah!
I passed!
Congratulations, Bernie. You passed. Dorothea has a personal class. I'm not turning you into a mounted unit in this route. Felix, how low is it? Oh, damn, it's actually 70%. Well, actually, it's actually not 70%. It's nice. It's nice. It's funny number. It's funny number. It's funny number. Funny number. Funny number. Funny. 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 Failure. I have a dog staring at me. And wagging its tail. Maple, you can come up. Maple, I moved my mouse. Maple. 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 Oh, yeah, let's get you visible on camera because you're just... Oh, let's do a thumbnail image now that you're so... Oh, you're... You're licking my face. I don't know when it actually takes the picture. Okay. Okay, hopefully early and not late because you moved. Okay, okay. Hi, you're cute. Yes, you're cute. Let me use the controller, please. You dumbass! So just nobody's passing. Casually, everyone's a failure. Okay, let's get the mic closer to me now that I have a little troublemaker. I have a little troublemaker. So I can't really lean forward as much. This is Maple the Golden Retriever Puppy, YouTube, if you're just tuning in for this video. Or you started watching with just the Crimson Flower videos. Oh, which is this one. Yeah. Okay. So how many actual people do I need to promote? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do Petra now. Of course. Yeah, I'm gonna do Wyvern Lord path for her in Silver Snow. Not here. I swear, if you... Okay, I'm just not... You kicked the table. Bing bong brain. Bing bong brain. Get bing bonged on. So I need a total of 6 Master Seals, though, as it stands, so... We'll just move on to the chapter, then when we're in the Monastery, before we do supports for a little gamer bit, I'll go to the Abyss and buy some with Renown. Because I have plenty of Renown. And ending in the Abyss is actually a good idea, because I have to go down there anyways to finish developing up supports, obviously, so yeah. Maple's a sus puppy, as I've called her before on the channel. She's the sus
Is she
pup.
hiding behind the
North of
couch?
the Great Bridge of
No.
the Imperial
She just
Army
does sus
passes
things.
through the Allied territory of House Gloucester and invades the land of House Regan, which leads the opposition. They move to attack Claude in the capital, Deirdre, where the leader of the Alliance awaits their arrival.
Seth responded with lol to my picture of Maple. Sorry, I'm trying to get the dogs to do something cute. Copper's just staring at me like I'm insane when I do that. Oh, she's coming now because I said her name. Come on up, Copper. Oh, yeah, yeah. He got up. Anyways. That looks about right. Let's get... you like that. Beautiful. Where's Claude? Claude Von Regan.
Here she comes, at long last. I've done all I can to prepare. Let the cards fall where they may. It'll be a true test of strength.
Strength of my balls. Wait.
The city and occupied the naval port.
If that is the case, he will have no choice but to engage us from there.
Yes. Though putting myself in Claude's place leaves me with an unpleasant feeling. If we take over
Look,
the
Copper,
port
Seth
and close
texted
the
me your
entry to the
name.
city, Deirdre
With a
will
picture
be
with
under
you.
our
Look,
control.
look.
Each soldier should bear that in mind as they advance.
Oh, we're just texting Copper to each other now. Copper.
There are 3 gates which connect Deirdre to its naval port. Taking the city will be easy once we secure.
We're doing it
all
because you're
3.
cute, Copper. You're also, like, old. You're, like, ancient. You're, like, older than this game.
Understood.
Sunshine.
I'm awake.
So Linhart the Warper's right about there. Where can you get
More
to? Okay,
fighting.
beautiful. So first things first, kill Lysithea.
Lysithea. How
And now Seth
unfortunate that a
texted me
talented
Copper
woman
from
like
my
you should throw
draft.
her life away on a pointless battle.
Ha! Do not underestimate me. The fight is far from over, Edelgard.
Your mom's far from over.
That's the last of my energy. If you're gonna kill me, make it quick. Fair warning, though, I'll likely come back to haunt you. It's not like I've had an easy time of it after all.
So, why is Lysithea the only unit in this game that you can actually recruit? In part 2. One of my biggest complaints about Three Houses gameplay-wise is how I hate the recruitment system. How majority of the units that you're going to actually use, you get right at the beginning of the game. There's no regular recruitment. That's why I love Three Hopes. But all it takes is a couple of units in each route that you can just do that.
The alliance is over no matter what. The only thing left is to place faith in you and Edelgard. There's still so much I have to accomplish. Thank you for the second chance.
Now, I don't like Lysithea at all, but I have to recruit her because she's literally the only character you can do that in the game. So I feel obligated to do that, even if I don't like her. We're not using her this route. And that's why I was like, do we actually want to do that? Paralog this route? No, we actually just cannot. Oh, yeah. Hubert.
I'll cut a bloody path.
More magic, because it should be an extra tile of warping. Which is epic gamer moment. Oh yeah, that does nothing. That is worthless. What isn't worthless is that she has stride on her. And cannot hit Claude, but will be able to hit Claude next turn. Yeah, this map, they just let you have pacifism. This map is literally just pacifism, the Fire Emblem map. And if you're looking at the runtime YouTube, yeah, we're not going to get a ton of supports in this video. But there's total 4 paralogs. Paralogs don't tend to take long, which means there'll probably be plenty of time of room in the videos. Yeah. So yeah.
Now it's our turn, Elmira's elite. Strike the flanks of the Imperial Army.
What? In the name of Christ?
Those fangs and claws the Alliance fears so much will now be their salvation.
Leave it to us, kiddo. My undefeated streak will live on. Another chapter in my heroic saga.
That flag
Okay.
and banner. Is that the Almiran army? Ugh, you really did it, Claude.
Okay, I will actually give the game this. That is actually a good scheme on Claude's part. I think it doesn't work very well in Verdant Wind, him working with Elmira, because it doesn't really benefit the player at all. But in this route, it actually does hurt the player a bit. And it caught me off guard, so I guess it was actually a halfway decent scheme. Schemey poo. Cool. To turn the map. I love doing that, YouTube. I actually find it really fun. This is where I have the most fun playing this game. When I'm cheesing it and breaking it. That's the only time I truly actually enjoy playing Three Houses these days. And that's not because I despise the game or anything. It's just... Not only is Three Houses, especially as of this playthrough, as of this Crimson Flower playthrough, my most played Fire Emblem game, officially. It does beat out FE4 finally. It also has some of my least favorite Fire Emblem gameplay despite being my most played entry, so... That's why I really only enjoy cheesing now. Because I've played it a ton and I don't even love the gameplay. Genealogy is another game that people don't tend to love the gameplay in, but I actually adore its gameplay, and I'll talk about that probably in Verdant Wind, why I love it so much more. But I love its gameplay. I love its story. I love everything about it.
We haven't seen each other since
So I've
Gareth
replayed it a lot.
You've grown lovelier than ever, Edelgard.
You're not so unfortunate yourself. And as usual, you're here at a most inopportune.
Indomitable Will is a boss
Sure, we
map
have much
theme.
to talk about. But how about we settle things first?
So you may know, YouTube, that sometimes the music just changes when I attack an enemy. Those are boss map themes. For the most part, I hate boss map themes. Their map themes to me are the most important part of Fire Emblem soundtrack, and for the most part, I consider them the weakest part. Most of the boss map themes in this game, I hate. In Thracia, I dislike a lot of them as well. Engage is really the only game with boss map themes that I actually like a majority of the boss map themes, because you got Frenzy, I mean not Frenzy, you got the Four Hounds Frenzy, you got Defective Frenzy, you got the one from Chapter 25 I can't remember the name of, a bunch of bangers. I didn't realize Indomitable Will was a boss map theme. I thought it was a regular map theme. I was actually waiting for it to play regularly. This is the one I actually like, I will say.
Objections here. Prepare yourself, Claude.
The main reason why I hate them in Thracia is because they have a tendency of cucking my favorite map theme, Leaf in Search of Victory Leaf.
Enough.
Where...
You've bested me.
Where,
If I die here, the Alliance becomes part of the Empire.
boss map themes cuck my favorite map theme in Chapter 20 and Chapter 23 in Thracia, which is why I hate them in Thracia, not because of the actual quality of the music. I just don't like the music in this one.
Do you yield then? You've never known when to give up.
Well, you can't just surrender so easily. I'm responsible for the others. If you're as smart as you seem, I bet you figured out why I was able to summon Almiran reinforcements. Wouldn't it be better to let me go and have me in your debt?
Pacifism, the map. I'm gonna spare Claude, because I don't... Claude's not my favorite character, but I actually do like him. And Three Hopes made me actually like him almost as much as the other lords. But, like, he's so useless in this route. Like, he did nothing. He contributes nothing in any route but his own, and even then, his own route is just Silver Snow, so, like...
I will return your kindness one day. I promise.
Claude should have been playable. Claude should have actually joined as a playable unit in this route, and that would have actually made Claude worth caring about. Especially that decision. Having it so that sparing Claude makes him join you would have actually made that decision matter, and again, would have made Claude more important. But I don't know. I'm not a game developer, so I don't know. What do I know? I know nothing. I know nothing. I am a worm. I am a worm. I am a worm. I am a worm. I am nothing. I am a worm. You know what else is a worm? Maple's face. Oh, got him! Yeah, your face is a worm, Maple. What do you... Oh, you think you want petting and attention. Okay, okay, okay. I'll give you petting and attention. We literally just saw you fly away, you bingus brain.
Settle down, will you? You're the victor after all. I could have escaped, but I decided to say hi to Teach. Nothing to worry about. Deirdre has fallen and the Alliance has collapsed. There's nothing I could do to turn things around at this point.
You want me to drop my guard around someone who evaded detection by my soldiers? Impossible. Did you really risk coming here just to say hello?
I did. But mostly I wanted to say goodbye. I'm leaving Fodlan.
He's got to become king.
And you might. I knew I liked you, Teach. I dare say Fodlan would be a lot more peaceful without me around. Right, Your Majesty?
It's as you say. So long as you remain here, the faction of the Alliance that is against the Empire will continue to support you.
Too true. It's best if I leave this place altogether. I'll just have to find some other way to pay back my debt to you. All I ask is that you go easy on the Alliance. After all, no one there would dare defy you now. And please treat my former classmates well. I've asked them to cooperate with you if I lost.
Wait, did your scheming include a plan for if the Alliance lost?
You think too highly of me. It just seems that way now. Outside of Deirdre, most of the Alliance is unscathed and ready to join your superior strength. In all honesty, I was hoping to become a supreme ruler and lead Fodlan to peace myself. But that won't be happening now.
Claude.
Good luck to you, Edelgard.
We crushed him in battle, and yet... he really is difficult to understand.
Lady Edelgard, Deirdre is now completely under our control. As planned, the Alliance's affairs will now be overseen by Count Burgles.
My father is coming here? First west, then east. You sure keep him busy.
Should the others return to the monastery and prepare to face the kingdom?
Yes, thank you, Hubert. Thanks to all of your efforts, our battle with the Alliance...
Two more schlock maps than my favorite map in this game.
We still can't afford to be careless. We must now join the battle against the kingdom. With the strength of the Church on their side, they will prove to be a formidable enemy. More than ever, your support is invaluable. We'll need it in the days to come. But for now, let's enjoy our triumphant return.
Let's get to it!
I'm so happy that the end of the fighting is near. Too bad there's still more violence to come. The kingdom and the Church of Seros are worthy for fighting. I will crush them into very small pieces.
Crushing wouldn't yield a lot of pieces, but I guess it would get the job done. With the Professor, we can't lose. Probably.
I've decided Petra's my favorite non-Edelgard character in Black Eagles.
But she's scary, and she'll be really
As much as I like Bernadetta and Ferdinand, and Linhardt, although of my favorites, Linhardt's definitely my least favorite of the favorites. Maybe I should rank all the students in every house.
But perhaps it is a power that she can only access when the situation is dire. But whether she is
If I remember, I'll do that next video, YouTube.
One, we cannot be stopped.
Except for Golden Deer. I'll wait until Verdant Wind to do that.
We are certainly moving forward.
No one can stop us from pushing forward. No one.
Anyways, we're actually not going to worry about promoting units. I'm just going to do that off camera, YouTube, if you don't mind. Who cares?
Crimson Flower, Pegasus Moon, Tempest of Swords and Shields.
Aha, I got you, Maple. I got you trapped by my foot.
With Deirdre
My thick,
under
nasty
Imperial
foot.
control, the Leicester Alliance ceases to exist, and its remaining lords ally themselves with the Empire. The Black Eagle Strike Force, having now conquered all of eastern Fodlan, confidently moves to invade the kingdom.
I'm playing with Maple. I'm gonna use Copper's Paw to punch Maple. Yeah. You get her, Copper. You get her, Copper. Oh yeah, you punch her in the face. I'm done with you, Maple. Done with you!
And that concludes Count Burgley's report. Just as Claude said, the Old Alliance has willingly fallen under Imperial rule. However, knowing him, there is no telling what manner of poison could be waiting within. We must be careful not to expose any weakness.
Of course, though it seems we can now attack the kingdom without issue.
True. However, you should know that Lord Arundel has entered Deirdre. It would seem he has already started collecting the relics of the Old Alliance.
Let him do as he pleases for now. It's not yet the time to chide him.
Understood.
It'll never be the time to fight
for the
Arundel
kingdom,
in this route.
As we theorized, it is not entirely united. If we defeat the royal family of House Blathed, and a handful of other notable houses, it should fall under our control quite readily. Those we must target include the houses Fraldarius, Galatea, Gautier,
and you already got two of the you got two of the lords from those. Yep.
Perhaps that can be used to our advantage. Persuasion by tears or threats. Perhaps
Maple,
would
don't
consent to
rip the
act as a
floor off.
hostage. We must make good use of the tools given to us.
What about
What are you
House
eating?
Rowe and Arianrode, the fortress city? Will they not side with us?
The head of House Fraldarius, Lord Rodrigue, has entered the city. It is possible that he has seized it.
I see. Then it might prove too difficult to strike Ferdiad right away.
Either way, when preparations are complete, we can begin our deployment into the kingdom.
That part of the plan remains unchanged. Professor, is something wrong? This month, we must again put all of our effort into preparing for battle. I'm counting on you, my teacher. Professor, you didn't hear anything just now, did you? Of course I am. It's nothing. Nothing at all. I told you it was nothing and I meant it. It's just, well, there was a rat. I don't enjoy the company of rats.
Crazy?
I believe I've told you about this before.
Us crazy once.
About when I was held captive beneath the palace. There were a lot of rats there. To this day, I just... What? Oh, Professor, leave here at once. I recall now that Hubert needs to speak with me. I must change my clothes. Now, whatever you do, don't look this way. Then forget what you saw. That's an order.
They make me crazy. They make me crazy. They make me crazy. Wait, what? Oh! I was about to be like, why aren't they all available? Why aren't they all available? Why aren't they all available? First of all, what's the recommended level? 31. I actually don't know if all my units are going to be level 31. That's actually wild. I think I've changed my mind, YouTube's. Paralogs are not going to be next video. Paralogs are going to be the video after, not next video. Sorry for the false hope. They're still going to be next video because I'm paranoid.
But the Alliance is just gone. It's It's hard to believe.
I'm paranoid that if I don't do them now, I'm not going to be able to at all.
Steel. I'm sure they'll be up and running again in no time.
I'm just that paranoid.
Hey, hey, how about a favor? Hey, Professor.
Yep,
Fancy
I need her.
meeting You here. I've got a business, I mean, I've got something I want to chat with you about. I know you're busy with a lot of things, but I was wondering if I might be able to join you. Heck, I won't even charge you for my aid. What say you? It's a killer deal. Thank you. Now I'll have plenty of time to get to know my clients better.
What, I can move the camera during
To
this?
know the inner workings of everyone they come in contact with. Helps with the making of the monies, you know.
And then we just gotta go here. We 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 gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. 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 Gotta go. 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 Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Quack. 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 Crazy. Anyways, and then here, blah, 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 I know how it works. I can't remember if I actually have shown this on camera. Anyways, Master Seal. How many do I have in inventory? Why isn't it going to tell me? Hey, I'll just buy all 5. I have plenty of renown. No, stop it. There we go. Now I have plenty gamers of family. Okay, any support that is not the final one. So that, for instance. I gotta go close the door. I'll be back.
Take that! Yes, I am in a hurry. Edelgard claims victory after victory. She never stops. 5 years ago, she ascended the throne and swept away the corrupt nobles, my father included. I always thought I would be the one to unseat him. But she did it instead, with all the ease and indifference of someone cracking an egg. Now, as the head of House Eyre, I serve Edelgard. I have to accept that I am her subordinate, working beneath her to reunify Fodlan. The disparity between Edelgard and myself is obvious. She never stops moving forward, single-minded, never wavering. But where does that leave me? Here, flailing about, going nowhere, contributing nothing. But it is. That is the reality. Not once since our days at the Academy have I exceeded Edelgard's abilities. I saw her as a worthy opponent. She did not even see me as a contender. She did not even consider me at all. As the head of the noble House Eyre, I must be able to achieve results. But all my efforts have come to nothing. Results are everything. I have not shown results, so I will be stagnating here forever. I appreciate your kind words, but you are wrong. I know that I have a massive wall to climb, and I must climb it alone. Even so, may I ask a favor? Professor, please keep an eye on my progress. I would appreciate if you were always by my side, bearing witness to my accomplishments.
What's the matter? Not hungry? I am partaking in some sweet delights. Is there a problem? I I am a person too. What I eat is nobody's business but my own. If you need something, spit it out. My ice cream is melting. Then leave. I am. And I am not. At the moment, I am Yuritsa von Hrim. The Emperor and the army know me only as the Death Knight, but he is merely an illusion. A demon who resides in my heart. He is not me. Not who I am at my core. He thrives and feasts upon blood, death, suffering. So while I sit here eating, I prefer to just be myself. Yuritsa, I would like to be who I truly am. I am incapable of enjoying my dessert with you gawking at me like that. I have no further words for you. Go.
And then I saw that Constance.
Yes, these herbs will do. Though I note we're short on arcane crystals. I'll make a note to keep some in reserve next time. Yes, that's everything. All I need now is a test subject for the ritual. Not a what, who? Meaning you. Now, lie still, please. Fair point. A bit of rest to clear my head would be good for the next steps. Let us leave off here, and I shall see you again in the morning. I'd better make some headway on this tomorrow. Every day counts, you know. If I can complete this ritual, I'll be famous throughout the known world for it. Oh! The prestige it will bring me is necessary to restore my fallen house. Or was your question, why go to so much trouble for a fallen house? Because I am a Nouvelle, as were all my ancestors. And our line has endured too long to end with me. Oh, yes, you don't know. Well, seeing as you are serving both as my research assistant and test subject, I should explain myself. House Nouvelle was granted its peerage shortly after the establishment of the Empire. For generations, the heads of our house have been scholars of magic. They often enjoyed appointments to esteemed posts within the Empire. However, during the insurrection of the Seven, we cast our lot with the Emperor and were punished for it. We suffered further losses when we were used as a sacrifice to Dagda and Brigid during their attack. My family, including my parents and older brother, died then. The town of Nouvelle is now an ash heap. The 6 great families decreed this to be the end of my house. We have not left now but the name. No title, no subjects, no land. Everything I was to inherit has been taken from me. What I require is an achievement so grand that Lady Edelgard would be forced to recognize it. And then, House Nouvelle will take its rightful place among the elite class once more. You understand that to collaborate with me towards such a grand purpose is a high honor, don't you? But yes, good night. I expect to see you bright and early tomorrow.
Hog face. Okay, yeah, of course. Ferdinand is the one that's really causing me to have to do a bunch more supports this video than I wanted. It is all his fault. This is going to be one of the longest videos because of you, Ferdinand von Iron, your locked
What do you
B
think of
support.
this horse? An equine marvel, no? Look how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
Behold, Edelgard. Do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much
Shut
more impressive than
up,
the pale little sprigs you have
Ferdinand.
there. And as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Ferdinand, stop. I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty, one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well. I will grant you the duel you so desperately desire. But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle, then! All right, Edelgard. Have at me!
As you wish. Ha!
It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest.
Oh,
strongest
that's a backhanded
Fastest and
compliment.
strongest? You're just flattering me. I have been defeated. Utterly. I cannot believe I was foolish enough to challenge such a plainly superior opponent.
The difference in our skill level is not so great as all that. If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
I do not think talent is what separates us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what to expect from a real duel. I was playing, but you were not. That such an ill-prepared noble would think to challenge you? It is laughable.
Ferdinand.
I know I've seen their A support, but I do not remember it. Bruh, another support that doesn't, ugh. First of all, I actually need to hit Edelgard, because Edelgard is, bruh. It's with Linhardt, too, what?
Linhardt, I finally found you.
These structures.
There's a lot of loud noises going on upstairs. Copper, ignore him.
Amazing. Most interesting, there's a pattern to the saints' emblems carved into each of the sarcophagi. Here, you'll see if you come take a look.
Perhaps another time. Right now, I have something to discuss with you. You've said before that you don't care about the usefulness of your research. After giving it some thought, I decided that I'd like to create an institution for crest and relic research, and I'd like for you to lead it. All you would need to do is carry out whatever research you like. Somebody else will decide how to make use of your findings. What do you think? I imagine such an environment would suit you quite well.
Let's be clear that I have my reservations, but I suppose I'll take you up on your offer, if you insist. Although I'm unsure if it's a good idea. If my research dries up, you'll be stuck with a worthless institute. I do hope you understand that, Your Majesty.
Why are you skeptical about my proposal?
It's because all I've ever cared about is following my own curiosity, wherever it takes me. Being head of some institution and researching as part of an organized team sounds like no fun at all. At that point, it's not research, it's just a job, and one I've been practically forced into at that. However, since I know you've put a lot of effort into preparing this opportunity for me, and since I like you well enough, I will, begrudgingly, take you up on the offer.
Well then, I suppose I should be grateful. But I'll be honest, I see little point in bringing you on board if you're so troubled by the idea. Let's put this idea on hold for the moment. I'll figure something out for you by war's end. I have great respect for your talent, Linhardt. I'm certain I can find a way to make use of it that's to your liking.
Boom. Ferdinand!
Show them this letter. Threaten them. Do what you must. Now go.
Yes, sir. Hubert, that letter. Is that what I think it was?
I suppose there's no denying it.
But Edelgard...
explicitly forbade me to send it. Yes, I know.
I cannot believe it! You disobeyed a direct order? I thought you were her loyal aide.
Unwaveringly. All that I do for her. I seem to recall you expressing a similar sentiment. It is our role to guide her when she is on the wrong course of action. Is that not what you said?
You're not supposed to do it in secret. When you disagree with your leader, you must voice your concerns directly. Otherwise, what is the point?
The point is the same. Lady Edelgard's best interests are served whether she knows it or not. She needs not trouble herself with the mundane details of my actions. Only results matter.
You are sorely misguided. When I believe that Edelgard is making a mistake, I tell her as much. Through discussing the matter, I sometimes find that I was mistaken. To skip that process, to make a decision that is not yours to make.
Perhaps your advice is simply useless then.
Excuse me?
Listen to yourself. If I do as Lady Edelgard requires, then you tell me to be more independent. But if I tread my own path, I am misguided. I suppose the fault is mine for expecting any useful advice to come out of your mouth.
Ugh, I have had enough of your grousing. To think, I started to believe you were a useful aide.
Damn. I had to say, but pissing off Hubert seems like the wrong idea, bro. So I think you're actually just a dumbass. Okay, this may be the last one. Probably, hopefully, please.
Linhardt,
Because
I
this
need to
video
be
is
asking
long.
for your wisdom. Will you consent?
My wisdom? About?
I was hunting earlier, and the land gifted me with lots of game. It was all brought by me to the kitchen, and then...
You're not asking me for help with the butchery, are you? If so, stop right there. I despise the sight of blood.
No, I am not asking that. All of that work and care is given right after the hunting. Giving gratitude, bleeding, skinning, all has been done to be making very nice fresh meat. That meat is sitting in the kitchen already.
Oh, thank goodness. Then whatever do you need from me? I'm not much of a cook.
I want to be smoking the meat, so we can be preserving it. There is a big quantity of it. But I am without enough firewood for the smoking. I am needing more than I was thinking I would. The darkness has fallen outside, so it will be difficult to be collecting it right now.
Why not gather wood in the morning? Get some sleep now.
This meat will not be waiting that long. It will be going to waste. Please, do you have any suggestion for what I can do? You have much wisdom for giving, so I am hoping you will be helping me.
Okay, let me see. Easy to forage wood at this time of night. You know, there were a good number of desks and chairs in the ruined corner of the monastery. Some of the stuff there is salvageable, so none of it has been thrown away. There's definitely high-quality oak and beech out there. Both would be excellent for smoking meat.
Is that factual? I was not knowing that. The wisdom you give is exceptional.
Well, I wouldn't say that. As long as it's anything that looks broken beyond repair, no one should complain.
I am giving you my gratitude, Linhardt. Now, let's be going.
Pardon?
You have all of the wisdom about choosing wood for smoking. I am wanting your assistance.
But it's bedtime. Okay, fine. I can point out the choice smoking wood. Then I'll have to help haul it all back, won't I?
It would give me great happiness. There's no one better than you for this task.
Please stop with the praising. All right, fine, I'll help.
Pog.
That nice a guy.
Oh, damn you, Bernie. And Dorothy. This video is already ridiculously long, so I'm actually just going to save those for next time, YouTube. Actually, no, I don't know if I can. I do not know if I can. So we're going to keep doing them, because I don't know if I'm actually going to have enough time. I don't know when I'm going to be able to actually do these.
Those thugs are pursuing her. What did the weakling expect running ahead? Can't leave her alone for 1 second.
Really ran us around, little lady. Nowhere to run now, though.
It's all over. I'm done for.
What? My sword!
Ah, the technique. No, I can't stand by and watch. You're not hurt, are you?
I love how he only cares about the technique.
Is that really you? Thank you so much. I was sure I was finished. You saved my life. I can never repay... Huh?
Shut your mouth and calm down. I should be thanking you.
What?
When you were surrounded, I got to see you use your technique again. I get it now. For just a moment, you flail your limbs like a wild creature. If I could learn to do that, I'd be unstoppable.
In that case, I'm happy to help.
I would be even more impressed if you hadn't been screaming the whole time.
Hey, come on! I was running for my life! Don't make fun of me for... Huh? No way.
Why are you staring at me?
You're actually smiling. Not like a sarcastic smirk either. A big goofy grin from ear to ear. You're just a big old nut, aren't you, Felix?
I'm gonna spend the 10,000 renown to make sure that we get this paired ending between these two. I want their paired ending.
Aw, there's that shell again.
Okay, that's it. Quit making fun of me.
I didn't mean anything by it. I'm sorry.
Oh, their supports are some of my favorites in the game. I genuinely love those supports. They are so good.
You, get over here.
Get over here? How about I tell you to get out of here?
You're always following me around. At least make yourself useful. Let's spar.
What? Are you serious?
I don't joke. Draw your weapon, unless you intend to fight without one.
If you want to train, then do it on your own.
If you don't attack first, I will.
Okay. If you want me to knock some sense into you, who am I to say no?
For someone whose only aspiration is marriage, you're pretty strong.
Is this your attempt at flattery? Oh, it is, isn't it? When I was in the opera, I always trained for self-defense. Couldn't really get by without it. Nowadays, if you can't use a sword, then you're just in the way.
Perhaps I had you all wrong. I thought you were just a frivolous girl who cared only for men of status. On the contrary, you seem well aware of the realities of the world. I respect that.
Yeah, all right. I'm beat. I'm going to go sit down and relax with a cup of tea. You'll join me, naturally.
I will.
We just trained together. Are you really going to turn me down?
Just this once.
Good. Let's go for tea. While we're at it, shall you treat me to a meal?
Don't get carried away.
No, you're no fun.
You don't have any more right. Oh, god damn it. I didn't even think about... Two more after this! Longest video in the series!
What are you doing here?
I was actually waiting to see you.
Were you going to invite me out to dinner? I accept.
Yes, I was. I don't think it would be so bad to share a meal with you from time to time.
How about tonight? I'm busy tomorrow.
That's fine by me. What are you busy with, I wonder? Girls? And more girls?
Isn't it an unwritten rule not to ask about such things?
But what a curious turn of events. Have you perhaps got an ulterior motive?
No ulterior motives. If you're worried, we can just pretend this conversation never happened.
No, wait! That's not what I meant. I just don't understand why you want my company now, when you've always been so cold to me. Have you perhaps fallen in love with me?
My stomach just got queasy. You know what? Maybe I'll eat on my own after all.
Fine, fine, I get it. You want someone to chase your loneliness away.
Something like that, yes. If you don't want to, I'll ask someone else.
Don't dream of it. It would be my pleasure, milady. And to be clear, the reason you chose to spend time with me is my family, yes? Or is it my crest?
Oh my god, shut up!
I'm just curious about such things. Say I was a commoner. Would you still have invited
Sylvain,
me?
you're a dumbass. This is why women hate you.
Necessary for a simple dinner invitation? Actually, I have a question of my own. Say I was a hoarse-voiced old hag. Would you still be flirting with me?
He flirted with
Would you still want
Ingrid's
to hold
grandmother.
my hand and whisper sweet nothings?
That's a difficult question. I have nothing against mature women, but...
Even if you were an old man, I still would have invited you out. If you were a former noble exiled from his family, or an orphan from the streets, my heart cares not. Just kidding. I just wanted to try saying it. Of course it's better that you have money.
Oh.
You little... Yeah, that's probably true. So, Dorothea, about that dinner?
It would be an honor to have you join me tonight. And let's not talk about things like this over dinner, okay?
Even if I was an old man or an orphan, huh?
That's a pretty funny support as well. I like it. Oh, he is the Death Knight in this one.
I must have had a nightmare.
You're awake. Yuritsa.
Yeah, that's it. Professor Yuritsa.
I am not a professor.
Wait, what? You're not Professor Yuritsa? Oh, yeah. Professor Yuritsa always wears a mask. So then, who are you?
Yuritsa.
I don't understand. Look, are you Professor Yuritsa, or aren't you? Please make yourself clear.
I am Yuritsa, but I am not a professor.
A Yuritsa who is not a professor? So there are two Yuritsas running around the monastery? Oh, wait. Aha! I got it. I get it now. You're no longer a professor. Therefore, you're just Yuritsa. Plain old Yuritsa. Our professor isn't a professor anymore either, but doesn't mind the title. I guess I figured you'd be fine with being called professor as well.
When I was teaching, it was simply a task, nothing more.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like there's a lot going on in that skull of yours, Yuritsa. Bernie, what the heck are you even doing in the infirmary?
You took one look at me and passed out.
Huh? Don't be silly. There's absolutely no reason I'd faint at the sight of you, Yuritsa. I'm coming down with a sudden cold, I think. Yeah, I've gotta run to my room.
Okay, I have an idea what the Constance Yuritsa one's about. Because Yuritsa and Mercedes are from a noble house in the Empire as well that also no longer exists, just like Constance's house.
Look who it is. Emil, it is you, isn't it? Are you feeling more talkative than when I saw you last?
Do not call me that.
Oh, look at you. From professor at the Officers Academy to an Imperial General. Though you seem idle enough now, might you spare a moment for a proper apology? Could you not have even informed me when dear Mercedes left House Bartels? To say nothing of the scandal you caused. Granted, I can hardly blame you, that family being what it was. But did it never occur to you that I ought to have been consulted? We've only known each other since childhood. Such callousness, such rank insensitivity. Emil, are you listening?
Huh.
You
I don't think he is, Constance.
I didn't know they had such a deep family history.
You may think yourself skilled with a blade, but remember that my spell work is peerless. Dealing with you would be no more than a murmured word and a flick of a finger.
Restrain yourself, Constance.
I am the model of restraint. On the contrary, Emil, it is you who insists on being so.
I said not to call me that.
You know I've not slipped from using General Yuritsa in public, and this is the thanks I get. You've always been the sort to keep your own counsel and let others draw their own conclusions.
Would it kill you to be silent for once?
Emil, stop! This isn't over!
I think it is. Okay, this video is too long. Bye.